Hello everybody, welcome back to Your Landings once again, where I'm going to react to your landings that you have submitted to the subreddit page, which you guys absolutely blew up, and I do appreciate that. Last time we got to see a lot of good ones. I'm gonna just skip over the ones that have that horrible butter song. I'm not gonna even entertain it. And then the extra fancy editing with the music, but we're gonna get straight into it right off the gate. We got a 737-800 right here on short final. Let's see what this one's all about. There you go, making a right turn there, making a correction. Right bang on our glide slope where we want to be. And Loke's looking good too. We're using flaps 40, interesting. Flaps 40 is a flap position on the 7.3 that you would want to do on a short runway. It's not a standard thing by any means. So I think we have way too much flap in here. Hence, this, you know, we would have a lower VREF, which I don't even see we have VREF programmed here in the FMC, so hard to say. He's got 146 in the MCP, but flaps 40 is not generally used on a long runway like this.
30.
There you go.
20.
There's the captain bars right there.
10.
Get it down. We're still floating. There we go. And we made the markers at the end. Not bad at all. Speed brakes out. And they got two in reverse. Yeah, not a bad landing. You know, they got the touchdown zone there. Not sure why they had flaps 40 though. Okay, that's a bezel. So we are looking at a monitor. We're recording the monitor with our phone, it looks like. And we got a 7.3 coming in here. I'm not sure where. And we're over the numbers there, looking good. Nice. Right there on the, just beyond the touchdown zone there. It was 184, looks like right there. Not bad at all. Or is it 150? I really can't see. This one, again, using a cell phone to capture. And we got an A320 here on final at, looks like London City. You don't want to mess around here, man. You got to get it down. There we go. I think they caught the, yeah, right before the 1500 foot markers there. And are we going to get it stopped? They're hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes. It's a short runway. And it's a 5-degree glide path down to that runway. All right, back in X-Plane Mobile, it looks like. I got schooled on that, by the way, last time. I called it infinite flight. They did not like that. That was a good landing right there. A little shallow. But we got our markers there, and centerline looks good. For being on a mobile phone, you know, that's impressive. Looks like we are in X-Plane here, landing an A320 in St. Louis. After my own heart. How about that? Oh, nice. Very nice landing there. Nose came down pretty fast. We want to fly that nose wheel down a little bit more, but not bad at all. Okay, we got a 777 coming in here. I'm not sure what this is. This is X-Plane. Yes, it is. My God, we took out the approach lighting. I mean, yeah, it was smooth and we're straight up in the air. Go get that nose down, man. There's those reversers coming out. But very low. Very, very low on that. How close were we on that? Slowing it down, we can see right there, just past the beam. Oh my God, yeah, I think we took out some approach lights here. Oh man, if we didn't, it was super close. Bam, we hit 1, 2, 3, 4 on the displaced threshold there, and or the overrun area there, and my God. Yeah, that was low. That was as low as I thought it was. Flight factor 757 in X-Plane, it looks like here. And that was the first marker there, second marker, and on the captain's bars, nailed it. Beautiful job. Little left of the center line. Let's clean that up a little bit more to the right, but not bad at all. All right, we got a JetBlue A321 Neo coming in here. And I don't know what's going on here. I can't see the runway. There's the runway. There's the markers. Bring it on up. There you go. Firm, but you know what? Hey, that's an acceptable landing. It's legal. We're a little left of the center line there, but we're cleaning it up. I gotta say, not bad at all. All right, we got a A320 coming in to land. Looks like we're in X-Plane, from what I can tell, based on the, well, I mean, the font there. and the graphics, obviously. 500 call out. There's our autopilot disconnect. Looking good there. We've got our flaps set to full. Got managed speed happening right now with auto thrust. A lot of people chase after that glide slope. Oh, look at that. We get a picture-in-picture today. They chase after that glide slope when they're getting closer to the runway. You don't need to do that. Once you have the landing made, you're visual, you know? There you go. Here it comes. Pull it back. Oh yeah, beautiful. 140, that's perfect. Nicely done. That's the A321, I think, actually. I couldn't tell, you know, we just saw the front in the cockpit, but nicely done. I enjoyed that one. We don't see this one every day. We're in the F-18 in the outside view. And I'm not sure. We're at Andrews Air Force Base, it looks like here. Are they landing in the outside view? I never know. I never know this. There's our touchdown zone coming up on it. Fly past a little bit. Oh, buddy. You don't flare in the military, you know what I mean? That's what they say. Or in the Navy. You don't flare. So that's an acceptable landing for an F-18. All right, we got the cheaters on this one as well. The blue boxes to help us get down to the runway. And looks like we're coming into Ben Gurion. LLBG. In the A320. I don't know if we're using the fly-by-wire or using default. It's kind of hard to say. It's not the Phoenix because we would have that PFD. We're low on the approach. Very low. We got a lot of red happening on that Pappy, and our speed is so low, man. Something's not right here because we should be able to do 135 knots without the nose being this far up in the air. Do we have not enough flapping? I don't know how you see the runway. Oh, we're gonna land early. Ah! Well, you're supposed to land after that green line right there, not before it. They don't design the runway to, you know, take a landing there, so we might have sunk into the ground a little bit there, especially with that touchdown. But the camera's looking to the left. I can't see what, oh, they have flaps 35. I see at the very bottom there. That was scary, but you did get it down. If you guys do submit these landings, make sure there's no copyrighted music in the background. I would appreciate that. Looks like we're landing a Southwest 737-700. This is at St. Bart's. 100% coming in on the ocean side. Yep, that's the runway right there. Oh my God. Scaring everybody that lives on that mountainside there. And are we gonna hit the water? What are we doing? Is this a replay? Oh my God, skimming it, skimming it. Get it down right there on 2.8. Touch the numbers. There you go. Full reverse. Dude, did they do this in a third person the entire time, or is this a replay? They're gonna get it stopped. They're pointing at something on screen we need to know about. Maybe the fact that they made that. That's impressive. You made that taxiway. Okay. It's very, very scary approach. Airplane's obviously not designed to come into this airport, but hey, you got it done. Not bad at all. All right, some Dreamliner action right now. And we are landing on 26 right. Sorry, 24 right here at, looks like LA. There's our touchdown zone. Can't see anything on the PFD. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, buddy. Okay. It's firm. We had a little bit of a bounce there. Good center line, though. Full reverse. A little late on the reversers. But that's okay. Got plenty of room. And we can take the high-speed exit right here on the left. A little firm, but hey, like I said, I'm okay with that rather than floating halfway down the runway for a butter landing. So we got a real-world landing here from the right seat. So obviously the pilot would not be filming their landing. Coming into runway 26. Man, love flying the Cessna. Right here, you get over the piano keys, you pull the power all the way out, you round out the flare. There's that stall warning. That's what you want to get. Hold it off. Oh yeah, beautiful landing. Textbook in the Cessna 172 right there. And there's a difference between diving at the runway and doing what they did right there. They're nice and flat, but you know, once you get down to the ground right there, he's pulling that power right over the piano keys, and then right into your round out to the flare. So textbook. Back to some potatoes happening here with the frame rate. I don't know what's happening here, but we got the 787 touching down right there. I couldn't see the touchdown markers at all. I always loved that livery, the Qantas Spirit of Australia. Looks really good, and we don't get to see the end. I mean, do we know if you made it or not? You got to show us that part. We got a Scandinavian Airlines A321, an X-plane, hence all that artifacting going on there. There you go, nice flare. Oh, right there at the captain's bars. Ooh, that was nice. Just past them. Not bad at all. Let that nose wheel down, not slamming it. Wow. Very smooth. That was a great landing. Okay, so this one is a RC airplane. It says it's a Trojan coming into land. You can hear that little electric motor. There you go. Down on the ground like that. Oh, that's one of those E-flights, isn't it? If you didn't know, I used to fly RC airplanes here and there, but I haven't in a very long time, but nicely done. All right, we got a 777 coming in here to Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I imagine is the Captain Sim 777, which I refuse to buy with the mod. Hello, hold it up. Floating. And we're down. Okay, not bad at all. Let that nose come down. Good centerline controller right there, bringing it over. That was Emirates 614, so I assume we were going into Dubai, and we are. That's where we were. All right, 737-800 into Burbank here, and this is the Freedom 1. There it is. Look at how beautiful that airplane is. There we go. Looking, we got the runway made. Aiming for those numbers. Over the piano keys. Right there at the 20 call out, pulling it back. Nice. Right in the zone. Maintaining our center line. 2 in reverse. Speed brakes out. That was a beautiful landing. Very nicely done. So we have here a mobile flight sim. I don't know which one this is. Hard to say. But it's potato for sure. Looks like we have an engine fire. No gear down right now. No, we have a gear down. I don't know what runway we're coming into here. Or where we're at. But we got an engine out. We can hear the... Is that the engine sounds or is that the bell going off? Hard to say. Holding it off. Oh, nice. Whoa, what was that dispersion of that? Okay, you're maintaining the runway with one engine out. Fighting it. Need way more rudder input than that. Way more rudder input. I don't know what flight sim that is. That's kind of confusing to me. All right, another mobile flight sim here. This looks like Infinite Flight a little bit to me. From what I remember. I have no clue. We're at San Diego, they said. Whoa, buddy. That was a rough one. And we're using that left rudder. There you go. Hey, at least you're trying to maintain center line, you know? Flaps were full. Spoilers were armed. That's all that matters. A321. Little rough. Little rough, for sure. All right, we got a Delta A330 on short final right now. Looking beautiful. I always love the look of the A330 and the Neo. This one is no exception. Screaming off the trees right there. Looks pretty normal. Not fighting the nose at all. Here we are over the numbers. And, oh, just kissing them right on the captain's bars. We're not down, though. Get it down. There you go. Get it down. Come on. Get this thing slowed down. Full reverse. Full reverse. Into the brakes. This is a go-around, right? This is a go-around, right? Nose just came down. There's the other markers. We were running out of... You weren't stopping it. There's no way we stopped this, right? No way. Back in the land of X-Plane, we've got a 742. The old 200 series. Oh, man. Nice. We can't see the markers, but we see the touchdown. Touchdown looked beautiful. Full reverse thrust. There you go. See the slats retract. Looks like we're not going to run off the end of the runway, so that's a good thing. Crossing a runway here. Okay. It looked great. We don't know what you did, but it looked good. We're back again this time around. And we're going to try again, because last time, remember, we had some rough landings. Let's see what you got in store for us today. Looks like we're getting down on... We're high on the approach, so we're putting that nose down there to try to grab our glide slope again. Here we go. Looking okay here. We caught it. That's all that matters, you know. When you correct your approach, there's nothing wrong with that. Speed's high for your VREF. Very high. Even if we had winds, it shouldn't be that high. We're cutting the power early. At the piano keys. Here comes our flare. Here's our captain's bars. Missed those. Oh, man. We dropped her in there very, very flat. Very flat. This is awesome. We got a real landing on an A320 that was submitted by one of the pilots on the crew. And we are 2 red, 2 white, looking good here. I'm not sure where we're at, but it looks beautiful. Look at that. That sunset looks nice. Wonder what graphics pack he's using. And before we get that one. That's an Airbus thing, you know, whenever you're on that short final and they get the minimums, they say that continue. It depends on the airline, of course, but not a 737 thing. Well, I guess it depends on the, most of the airlines in the US don't.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Oh yeah, pull it back.
Retard.
Right here. Little float. Oh my, dude, we were down. I was expecting like a jolt of the camera or something. Dude, he nailed it right in the captain's bars. Beautiful job. Beautiful landing. Look at that center line control. Oh, beautiful. Nicely done. So, folks, we have
60,
seen it all.
50, 40,
Southwest A320.
20. Retard. 5.
Oh, that's where we're landing? On that side. I didn't even notice that. Let's back it up.
30.
It's so deceiving.
20,
I saw this runway here and, oh,
5.
buddy, that is... We touched down pretty good there. That was firm. And a Southwest Heart 1 A320. All right, back in Microsoft, and we got a beautiful looking A320 right here. Love to see that. Off the autopilot at 2,700 feet, looking great. We are 7 miles from the runway, exactly where you would drop your gear and all that stuff and be configured for landing on the Airbus. Altimeter is 2987, so a lower pressure than, you know, 2992, but still, it looks like a beautiful day coming on in here. 123 on the speed, man. That's going to be slow. But I don't know what our actual, like, gross weight is and stuff like that, but I would assume that, you know, obviously VAPP is what we're aiming for here.
300.
All right, there's the 300 call
300.
out. 300 call out there. Short final. And we're visual at this point. Let that diamond go away. Don't chase it too much. You had a good profile going on right there. We start aiming for the numbers on the runway. And we want to touch down right on those captain's bars, right on the big solid boys.
50, 40.
There you go.
30.
Pull that power.
20,
Flare, flare,
5.
flare. Woo! We're down. We are down. Good center line. Good roll out there. A weak flare, and it was probably a firm landing. You can't really tell without the head shake plug-in and all that stuff, you know, or FS Realistic Pro, but because Microsoft does a great job of masking your landings from the camera, unless they're really, really, really bad. But not bad at all. Nicely done. Okay, is this Spirit Airlines? I think it's Spirit Airlines again here in the Airbus.
60.
Right over the numbers there. Here we go. Pull the power. Here comes our flare.
Retard. 5.
Ooh, got the 5 call out. And we're down. A little late than we want to be, but not bad at all. And great centerline control right there. And Spirit Airlines coming into Baltimore. Very nicely done. Got a 7.5 at night coming down in Atlanta, it looks like. Nicely done. Beautiful. Right on the markers there. That's all you can ask for. Great centerline control. Beautiful job. Beautiful landing. All right, back in the land of potatoes, and we have got one for you here. It says, warning, it might be a rough landing. Well, we're going to see. Using the cheated box. Using the cheaties. And we're on short final now. Looks like 2.5 right here into LA. Okay, we're watching our speed. We're fast on the speed. No flare. No flare. Oh, God. Okay, you were right. That was rough. That's one of the roughest landings we've seen so far. By far. Holy moly. Check those gear when we roll back into the gate.
Don't sink.
All right, they said this is their first time using a joystick.
Don't sink.
And we got the don't sink going off already, so we're off to a good start here.
Don't sink.
We're getting that don't sink because look at the trend we have on our speed there. We're seeing that arrow pointing down.
Don't sink.
And we have a good descent rate happening here, so we're getting a little bit of both of that. We have full flap. Gears down. That's the first thing I looked for. And we're medium auto brakes on this landing here. We're diving at the runway. We don't want to do that. We can tell we're, looks like our view app is way below. So we could afford to pull our power back a little bit earlier and prevent us from having to dive at the runway.
300.
There's the 300. Still getting don't sink. It could be just a bug in the replay too. That does happen. I'm thinking that's what's happening here. If it doesn't go away. We're fine now. We've got the Vassies. We got red over white. We're all right. We got the runway made. We got our runway here. Runway 32. Looking good. Start the flare and pull that power.
5.
There we go. Floating, floating, and we're down. Hey, but you know what? Your first time with the joystick? Not that bad. Look at that center line control. That's what we like to see. And look at that. The passengers were clapping for you, so who am I to judge? All right, we got a 737 landing here at Santos Dumont. Beautiful approach. We're making that left turn now and doing that full 180 back around to the runway. This is cool. We get a wing view, and then we get the outside view action as well filmed. I like what we see here. This looks good. Looks like we're in a 737-700 series. We got a gear down, looking good right there. Adding that power in, you can see it. We got the runway in sight right there on the left view. Just arcing that approach all the way around. There we go. We're going to be lining up here very shortly. There we go right there. We heard the power change right there. A little bit more left turn. We're still arcing it in there. I don't know where the camera is on the ground here, so we can't really judge it too well. There's that mountain right behind them. Look at how amazing that approach is. All right, now we look like we've got the runway made. We can hear the sounds of the airplane now. Got the landing light extensions on this model. We are over the piano keys, numbers. There's our flare. Bring that power back. Missed the captain's bars by a little bit, but down. Beautiful, beautiful 737 landing. Maintaining center line. We can tell we were doing that based on both of the videos that you provided here. Nicely done. Beautiful landing and really cool approach. That was awesome. Okay, we're Potatoes X-Plane land once again based on the frame rate that I'm seeing. Alaska 737, 800, beautiful touchdown right there. Very textbook with the 7.3. I have no further though. Let's see if we actually, let's see where we touch down because I don't know. Here we go, looking good here. You can see we're starting that flare there and pulling the power back at the 20 call. There we go. Oh yeah, right on that marker. That was awesome. Nicely done. Full reverse, speed brake out. Oh yeah, love it. All right, folks, that's gonna do it for this episode of Your Landings. Remember, you can submit your landings to the subreddit, and I have a bunch of other ones that people have already submitted that didn't make it into this video. Don't worry, they will be in the next one. I just wanted to make sure that the time wasn't too long. I can sit here and watch this for days, but we saw some good landings and we saw some not great landings, that's for certain. And we encourage those of you that didn't do so well to resubmit another landing, you know what I mean? We want to see you improve and get better, so there you have it. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.